Hi, everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers for my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right, so when you come into this live stream, or if you're watching it after it's already streamed, give me a Fonzie. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading is resonating with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am greatly, greatly appreciative of all of your love and support. Alrighty, so this is a timeless love story for the star sign of Leo. So this is also a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate for you. All right. So Leos, what's going on with the Leo collective? Timeless love story. So the first card we're going to pull represents your energy, Leo. What's going on with Leo and their timeless love story? Please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on with Leo? Alrighty, so you are in this reversed energy. So I feel like, Leo, you very much are feeling imprisoned in your head. You could be seeking advice outside of yourself, maybe not listening to your intuition about some sort of an opportunity here. I do feel that there could be some sort of an opportunity that could be coming your way, but I feel like for some of you, you may be trying to block an opportunity as well, seeking advice, outside advice on how to maybe block or get somebody to miss some sort of an opportunity. So, Leo, the energy that you are sitting in at this moment is you're feeling very imprisoned in your head. You are seeking signs from the universe. You are you're ungrounded, you're unbalanced, you're not listening to your heart space. You could be all in your head feeling a little bit paranoid as well. See, I see blue cardinals on there. So you may need to go outside and spend some time in nature to listen to your spirit team. All right, so this is a major arcana as 2. So this represents, in this deck, this represents Virgo. So you could have Virgo somewhere in your chart, or you could be connected to a Virgo. I just feel like you're missing a lot of messages. You're not listening to your heart space. You could be doing something out of like envy or jealousy or something along them lines. For some of you, Leo, you very well could be in spiritual jail as well. But for some Leo, I just feel like you are very much imprisoned in your head. You're seeking advice outside of yourself, all right, about some sort of an opportunity. So what is the lessons that Leo is learning in their love story? What is a lesson that Leo is learning in their love story? Purpose. I know what I am here to do. So for some of you, that could be why you're seeking outside advice. What am I here to do? What is my purpose? And then you can see that this card is all purple. So definitely in meditation, you can see that this person is sitting in meditation. See the eyes closed. Fear. I realize that I'm testing the resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, the heart space. So you could be in fear as well within this relationship. But I feel for some of you, you're questioning the universe. What am I here to do? What is my purpose? You could be, like I said, seeking outside advice from somewhere. Um, Something about a test. You could be going through a test phase as well. I feel like I'm missing a deck of cards. So you could be feeling as though you're missing something, maybe missing a cue, missing something, like I said, an opportunity. Because I'm looking at these two cards. The Four of Cups in reverse usually talks about, um, it says an opportunity beckons. See how he's looking to the stars and he's asking them, right? Um, you know, when am I getting some sort of an opportunity, but it's in reverse. So we have a 3 and a 4, which talks about maybe you're 34 years old, maybe you're 43 years old. This guy also talking about the energy of a 7, with the mother energy here, the Venus. Venus is, I think they're about ready to go into Leo. So this could be what's going on. But the Empress talks about, it's definitely divine feminine energy. It's also Venus rules Taurus and Libra. For some of you, you could be doing something to a divine feminine on purpose as well. Maybe a particular mother figure. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So this is the past and how it's influencing this relationship. Owls. So we definitely have some owls coming through, which represent the ancestors. Something at night. You can see there's the 7 of Pentacles, some sort of a plan, right? There's a purpose here. There's a plan here for a situation. There could be something about another person involved in this situation, you and another person. You see owls. Owls represent ancestors or represent something happening at night. Somebody could be asking the ancestors, what is the purpose of love? What am I here to do when it comes to love, right? And you are here to live in the energy of love. That is your purpose. But somebody could be outside of you, could be testing your mind, right? Because they got you all imprisoned in your head. They could be testing your mind, putting fear into it, making you feel as though you missed some sort of an opportunity on purpose when it comes to love. Um, when it comes to the divine plan, maybe somebody's not trusting the divine plan here. Yeah, look, lady, stork, and a bear. So you definitely have a lady coming through here, with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Somebody is carrying a lot of burdens. That could be why they're feeling all imprisoned in their head. For Leos, the past, owls, the past and how it's influencing Leo's love story. So somebody could have planned to do something on purpose here, because the Virgo card, it talks in reverse. It talks about like repetitive patterns, somebody over analyzing a situation here. Yes, 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. But I feel like somebody is over analyzing a situation. So in the past, it could have something to do with money, balancing, giving and receiving money in a very like somebody being generous, somebody, doing service work here. Somebody didn't want somebody to step into their purpose. Somebody didn't want them to step into their past. Somebody in the past may have wanted to keep somebody imprisoned in their head, keep them overanalyzing something when it comes to maybe their workplace. Let me see something here real quick for the Leo collective. Something about work coming through here. Work, health, routines, fitness, organization, acts of kindness, service, enemies, and disease. So, yeah, definitely something about work. Somebody is overanalyzing something when it comes to what their purpose is. What are they here to do on earth? 12/21 could be significant. 12/12 could be significant. June 12th could be significant. Yeah, so I feel like whoever I'm talking to, when it comes to past love, because you can see 2 owls on there, I feel like there was reciprocity, equal give and take in a relationship. I feel like that you need to trust the divine plan, or maybe you're learning to trust the divine plan. And somebody is all in their head doing something on a routine basis. Try to keep somebody imprisoned in their head, right? When it comes to what they're here to do, right? They're here on earth to be of service. They're here on earth to balance the love here on earth, to balance humanity. 6 and a 7 is a 13, which adds up to a 4, right? So somebody is divinely protected here. We have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So definitely there's a source of inspiration. Look, Death card. Somebody is going through a transformation here, right? Somebody is definitely going through a transformation. Learning to trust their intuition. When it comes to communicating with other people, because this also talks about celebrations, foundations, you know, see how 2 people are talking, right? These 2 owls are talking. So 2 people could have collaborated in the past. All right, so let's move on to, let's see what this conversation was about. What were these 2 people collaborating about in the past? A Virgo and a Leo. What were they collaborating about? Oh, apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So somebody is overthinking something. In the past, maybe somebody feels as though they're owed an apology for something. Marriage. This relationship is moving towards sacred union. It all comes down to divine timing. There is chemistry between you and another person, and somebody's going to do the honorable thing here. They're seeing the signs. They're feeling something. They're seeing the signs. They're seeing the signs of you everywhere. A little piece of who you are in every place that they meet, right? Well, it's happening on purpose. It is happening on purpose because there is a strong chemistry between you and another person. This, you could be seeing this person in your dreams, right? They're saying, is it possible to forgive and forget? Because this person wasn't cut out for a particular relationship at the time, right? But they know it might be too late by the time they figure something out. And that's why I'm seeing the 4 of Cups on the bottom of this deck here. They're thinking, oh, it might be too late by the time I muster up the courage to come in and apologize, right? So it's like they're seeking the answers outside of themselves. Alrighty, so let's keep moving. The present situation. What's Leo's love story look like in the present situation? So I do feel you need to trust the divine plan, because I feel like whoever you're connected to, you have a purpose, especially with the divine feminine Venus coming on the bottom of the deck here. Yep, look at the lady. So this lady represents the divine feminine, is what I feel, Leo. So I do believe that Venus is rolling into Leo. That could be the right time to either offer an apology or to get an apology. Yeah, that's the key to something. That is the key to unlocking something, is being like with the tower card, the clock tower is divine timing, right? So you could be shocked about this person coming your way, or wanting to apologize or asking for an apology. This person was very cunning. See, very cunning, fox energy. So somebody could have been very manipulative, very cunning, very clever. All right, so let's clarify the lady for the present situation. A lady. Yep, that's the truth. That's the truth. So somebody could be getting some clarity. Whenever you come across this reading, you definitely could be getting some clarity about somebody, which makes perfect sense because you got the Ace of Swords on this card and the Ace of Swords come out. So somebody here, Leah, could be getting some clarity about somebody being divinely protected right off the bat. Because when I see the Ace of Swords, I think of Archangel Michael. You have the Ace of Swords twice, which represents an 11. So 1111. Something about maybe some sort of a wish. Maybe somebody's wishing for an apology or something along them lines. But we do have Archangel Michael coming through here. If you look at this card, look at all the roses. So in the present moment, Leo, there is a feminine energy here that wants to bring the truth, that maybe wants to apologize, or maybe they're expecting an apology from you. So that something can be balanced out. 611 could be significant. All right. Yep, King of Swords. Somebody watching something with the King of Swords. This represents Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it also represents divine authority. It can represent an authority figure, a judge of an authority here. So you could definitely could be getting some sort of a message. From somebody. This also could represent Archangel Michael coming through. Divine authority. See how she's got that sword? About a new beginning. Somebody does not want to walk away from something. Somebody does not want to, and they're doing it on a routine basis. They're seeking out new ways to keep somebody imprisoned in their head, right? That is what I feel for you. So let's see what, that's the card deck I'm missing. Somebody being imprisoned in their head. Hold on one second. Let me just grab the deck real quick. Okay. I apologize for that, Leo. So let's go ahead and get back to business. Let's see what is going on in their headspace. Why is Leo all up in their head? Why are they seeking answers outside of themselves? Why are they all up in their head? What's going on in their headspace? I'm afraid of change. So yeah, somebody is doing something on a routinely basis because they're afraid of something to change. Healing fear, right? And that is what this fear. So somebody could be in this energy of fear of a relationship, fear of love, fear of opening themselves up to being intimate again. Yeah, so this talks about something that is on a routine basis with the Virgo energy coming through here. When it comes to work, when it comes to health, when it comes to routines, being acts of service. Yeah, so somebody is definitely afraid of change. And I feel like that's why they're all up in their head. Mm-hmm. So another number 7 coming through. So 777 could be significant for somebody. Yeah, healing anger. With the help of a loving friend or skillful God, I now unearth my unique creativity and give birth to it in a supportive community. So somebody, and that also talks about organization, community. So yeah, somebody could have tried to organize something behind a Leo's back. Or this could be you, Leo. Some sort of an authority to try to set them up to go to prison. They could have been doing something on a routine basis. Somebody could have signed some sort of contract or document. Somebody could be watching at a distance to see if it's working. Mm-hmm. Somebody also could be triggering somebody to get into their anger, right? Somebody who's very angry. Alrighty, so let's move on to let me first of all shut this down because it's not going to shut up. Let's see what's going on in Leo's heart space here. What's going on in Leo's heart space? What's going on in Leo's heart space when it comes to their love story? What's going on in the heart space? Yeah. So definitely a heart chakra activation where somebody is ascending. Somebody definitely is seeing somebody in their dreams. They're going through that dark night of the soul with the Virgo in reverse. Where, like I said, they're all in their head. They're ever analyzing a situation. They're seeking advice outside of themselves. They are actually, trying to find a truth as to, they could also get somebody's with this Empress energy, somebody's spirit team could be visiting them in their dreams. We have the scales are balancing, so something is being balanced out. Somebody will have a fresh start, a new beginning. In the summertime, see, you're going to be free. But right now, there's unspoken words here, right? Somebody maybe didn't take something at face value. We have a masculine energy here. We have healing what? Being in victim mentality with the Virgo energy in reverse, being the victim, always being in their head, feeling their hands are tied. Somebody is making some sort of a decision to separate. Oh, there's a lot of cards here to separate. Somebody is making some sort of a decision to separate from something because somebody has a broken heart. See, home is where the house is. Something is being destructed here. Something is being removed from somebody's heart space here, where somebody is going to that dark night of the soul. There's like a rebalancing here with their masculine and feminine energies. We have masculine and feminine on the bottom of the deck, where the scales of justice are being recalibrated, where they're not going to allow they're not going to take other people's emotions at face value. Somebody could be stepping out of feeling as though their hands are tied, right? I don't know how to change. I'm unwilling to change. Somebody could be painting some sort of a picture here of like that victim mentality energy. Oh, they broke my heart, right? So I'm going to do something on purpose. I'm going to keep them in this energy of fear. I'm going to keep them imprisoned in their head because of some sort of a change. Yeah, somebody could have been devoted to lighting candles on this relationship as well. Somebody could have been devoted with like two people could have been devoted here because I'm seeing two females and then two owls in the past. Two people, two females were devoted to lighting candles and keeping somebody in their heart space because they did not want them to make some sort of a decision. They didn't want maybe two people to come together to be on the same page to fulfill a soul contract, right? Alrighty, so what's the next question here? Hidden influences. This is the hidden influence in this love story. What's the hidden influence in this love story for Leo? The hidden influence. Yep. And look, see, this is in reverse and it landed on separation. So somebody definitely in reverse, so with the rider in reverse, somebody could not be getting a wish granted for one. For two, somebody could have somebody could be blocked as well. Somebody maybe sending messages, somebody could be blocked from receiving messages. Yeah, we have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Somebody was very cunning, very conniving, very manipulative. Somebody was like snake in the grass or a fox. You have the prey predator, right? The crow preying on the fox here. This was a predator. This is somebody who thought they were sly, somebody who thought they were clever, somebody who thought that they had some sort of a plan, right? To keep somebody in their emotions, keep somebody in their wounds, their childhood wounds, to keep them from moving on, right? Somebody who, was very cunning, but maybe portrayed themselves as somebody who was loyal just to create obstacles in somebody's relationship. Somebody could have been spreading a lot of lies and rumors with a rider in reverse to block this communication. Somebody could have been trying to ruin somebody's reputation as well. All right. So, hidden influences with the rider in reverse. Hidden influences with the rider in reverse. This is somebody who is always in the energy of searching outside of themselves for happiness with the hermit in reverse. This is somebody who's always looking outside of themselves for happiness, always searching for answers outside of themselves. All right, so the rider in reverse for the hidden influence. Yeah, three people. Three people could have been doing this to a Leo, the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, this is something about routines. Three people were doing this on a routine basis. Three people were throwing rocks, hiding hands. Three people were trying to take away somebody's intuition, like make them feel as though, keep them in their head, keep them afraid, keep them in this fear, right? Fear of, well, I'm not meant to be loved, or I'll never find love. So for some of you, this could have been three people who were secretly meeting up out in the community. The Three of Cups talks about the community, right? Talks about organizations. It talks about, it could be an extended family member as well. An extended family member could have lied to a Leo, thrown a rock, hiding the hands. These are hidden influences, these three people. Secretly talking behind somebody's back. High Priestess, King of Wands, and Nine of Swords. So definitely the High Priestess is somebody, it's like a secret enemy or a hidden enemy. Somebody could begin readings on somebody behind their back, right? You know, and the King of Wands it talks about somebody who's very arrogant, very self-centered. This talks about you, Leo. Because this does represent you, Leo. That's why there's a lion on the card. You know, keeping somebody imprisoned in their head, having nightmares, in this worry, anxiety, energy, right? Look, somebody who's a divine authority. Something about a contract or watching somebody. Somebody could be watching somebody. Yeah, spying. Remote viewing, getting card readings, watching what somebody's next move is. This is somebody who's always checking in on somebody's energy. This also talks about that fear energy, keeping them up late at night, keeping them afraid, keeping them in fear, wanting somebody to feel as though they'll never find love, right? This is also somebody who may want to come in and apologize for something as well, right? Alrighty, so obstacles in Leah's love story. What's the obstacle in this love story that's happening on purpose? Look, a snake. I'm telling you, a snake. So there's definitely a hidden betrayal because this talks about betrayal. It talks about somebody being fickle, somebody who is a master manipulator, right? So the obstacle is if somebody has a master manipulator all up in their energy. There's a master manipulator in somebody's love story here who is going, like the hidden enemy, going between three people on a routine basis, getting readings, watching somebody, making them feel all in their head, keeping them in fear. Look, see how the snake is whispering in somebody's ear? Like you know how you have like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other, right? That's what I'm feeling here, Leo. Somebody's a sneaky snake that's creating obstacles. Give me more about the sneaky snake creating obstacles. This Queen of Wands energy. The sneaky snake creating obstacles for Leo. The sneaky snake creating obstacles for Leo in their love story. Yeah, somebody thought they were very cunning. They thought they had a plan. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So there could be a sneaky snake who is creating obstacles for somebody's love life. Maybe, like I said, trying to ruin somebody's reputation. This could be an energy vampire as well, because, you know, sometimes snakes to me represent energy vampires. Somebody trying to siphon off of somebody's energy here. See how this dragon's all wrapped up around somebody's wand? Somebody could be sneaking around with another person as well, right? Sneaking around with another person in the community, maybe with an extended family member, not telling the truth, lying. This also could be somebody who does third-party situations, somebody who's afraid of commitment, right? They're afraid of commitment. They're afraid of love. They're afraid of, right? Somebody who doesn't ever want to be in a relationship, right? And they're always playing the victim. Oh, I'm the victim of a third-party situation. Never takes it's like this person is, I feel like this is a person who's throwing rocks hiding their hands, right? On mute. The messages could be on mute. Maybe they're blocked. Yeah, anchor. This talks about stability with the bird. So what somebody doesn't realize is their strength, right? Their strength. Somebody is very grounded. Somebody is very strong. Somebody is in the process of the rebirth. And in that transition, in that rebirth, they're realizing their strength, the strength to face that fear, the strength to take their next step, going through that dark night of the soul, making that decision to destroy the old house that the heart lives in. All right, so outside influences for Leo's love story journal. So for some of you, you may need to sit down and write something out, Leo. This is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about the first step to success is to sit down and write out your goals. So for some of you, you may need to see how she's got the roses on her hat and cover your crown. Sit down and journal your energy. This will be the first step to releasing any destructive emotional energies that you're feeling in your heart so that you can embrace more of love within thyself, embrace more of your divine feminine side so that it'll like go through this rebalancing of this sneaky snake energy, always sneaking around, always spreading the love to other people, always sharing the one, always sharing the clam. So you're being asked to journal. There also could be somebody outside of yourself who is sitting down and maybe writing a letter or yeah, everything that you've experienced. So for some of you, you may need to write a book about your journey, like your own love story. For some of you, yeah, maybe about your child, like your journey from a child from the time you were born, clean up until the present moment, right? So you definitely have somebody who's trying to catch you. See how that child's got that butterfly net? Somebody's trying to catch you. I feel like they're trying to catch you to imprison you so that you don't become this butterfly, right? Why? Because you're a star seed. So you definitely had a mouse in the house, and I feel like this is this sneaky snake who was an extended family member that was like spread a lot of lies and rumors. Look, 2 children. So we definitely have 2 children on here. So you have, wait a minute, where's it at? Right here. And she also, see how she's got that butterfly in the net? Something about catching you. These 2 kids, see how the one kid is not, they don't have the butterfly yet, but the other one does. They're like really close to catching that butterfly. So you definitely have somebody who is watching you. All right, so outside influences, the journal. The journal can also represent a book of knowledge. Okay, so we definitely have the 5 of Pentacles. So outside influences is definitely somebody is definitely coming back around and wanting to apologize to you. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse, somebody who has rose-colored glasses on, somebody who was didn't listen to their intuition, somebody who has had very poisonous love here. So 511 can be significant. Yeah, you definitely have somebody wanting to come back around outside of yourself. That is giving you some sort of wisdom or knowledge here. I'm like an apology. I'm sorry I had a set of rose-colored glasses on, and I feel like you need to be aware of this apology because I don't think it's going to be heartfelt with this card in reverse. This definitely could be an extended family member. I feel like this person is a mouse in your house, or the sneaky snake is sitting down and writing everything that you do out, taking notes. right? This outside person who, in all actuality, is a hidden enemy. Alrighty, so the best course of action to take for the Leo love story. The best course of action to take. Let me see what they were writing down in that journal, because they keep taking me back to that journal. What was this sneaky snake writing down in this journal? I am working towards a better future. They want to rekindle a relationship. And I feel too much pressure right now. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to here, outside influences, I feel like if you're feeling a bit pressured in the heart space, the best thing to do is to sit down and journal it, right? Try something you never did before. And this will work towards making a better future when it comes to love. I do feel that you could have somebody who wants to definitely come back around and rekindle something, rekindle a relationship, try something different in a relationship. Again, somebody is seeking out another way to do something here with the Virgo in reverse. I'm reminding of you constantly. So somebody could, they don't want to be reminded of some sort of a situation, obsession. Someone is in this connection is gripped with obsessive thoughts. And that's the Virgo card in reverse. Somebody is, I feel like they're definitely obsessed, over analyzing of something, always thinking of a way to keep you in prison, trying to keep you, right? I thought a lot about you lately. Somebody is definitely all in their head about this relationship. Finances, financial challenges are affecting this relationship, and you are special to me, even though I told you otherwise. So somebody lied here. Somebody lied here. Somebody could have hurt somebody's feelings very deeply here. And now somebody is very obsessed with either trying to get an apology out of somebody, or somebody is obsessed with how can with the pressure of I need to apologize, either apologize to somebody or expecting an apology. So this person is like, well, I'm going to try something I never did before. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write out what I want to say. I'm going to journal it, right? Maybe this will help me to release the pressure off of my heart when it comes to expressing how I feel, when it comes to, you know, coming back around to, try something new, try to express myself in a more honest way here, right? With the bouquet. So somebody could be learning a lesson. All right. So the best course of action to take, for Leo in their love story. Fish. So the best course of action to take is, with the King of Pentacles, is to ground your energy, work on your stability, work on your finances, because whoever this person is, Leo, if that you are working with, or somebody is working with somebody that you are connected with, maybe outside of yourself, they're going behind your back and working with somebody that you are meant to be with, like a divine counterpart for some of you. Maybe you need to just work on your finances, work on your stability. I feel like for some of you, this could be somebody who is coming in wanting to work with you as well, with the King of Pentacles coming through here. The King of Pentacles talks about wise advice, right? Somebody who offers a lot of wise advice. You can see that there is 3 fishies on this card. 2 fishies are swimming, like they're not swimming together, but it looks like that they're swimming, like they're coming off of 2 different paths here that are coming together. And then you got this other fish who's going the other way, which is a 34 energy. So somebody could be 34 years old. Somebody could be 43 years old. So the best course of action to take is to focus on overcoming your challenges. Maybe, instead of seeking outside advice and overanalyzing things, learn to trust that everything happens for a reason. You are being tested, so don't be afraid. Go out into nature, ground your energy. Yeah, sun. So the sun is illuminating what this challenge is, right? The mountain to me also talks about stability. It also talks about, the obstacles that are placed in our way for our soul's advancement. Somebody also could be mocking you, right? Mocking you. This could be like a copycat energy. So the best course of action to take for Leo's love story with the fish card, please and thank you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles talks about, especially reverse, somebody who lacks something, somebody who is challenged on a monetary level, somebody who lacks self-confidence, somebody who lacks self-esteem, somebody who lacks courage, right? We have lots of nines coming up in this reading. So the best course of action to take is to not allow yourself to stay imprisoned in your head, because this lack mindset is what you are creating. If you want to work towards a better future, work on unblocking your heart space so that you can attract what you want to you, instead of attracting negative people towards you, or negative emotional relationships towards you, right? Take off those rose colored glasses, because there could be somebody coming your way that you can build something with. Yeah. So move out of those choppy emotions. You do have the King of Swords here. Don't allow anybody to have authority over your mindset. Move out of that negative emotional body. Definitely somebody spine line gossiping. This also could be talking about somebody who sign some sort of contract. We also have Mercury going in retrograde. So this could be talking about retrograde energy. Don't sign any contracts over Mercury retrograde, because it's not going to work. You definitely have a community of people. You could see these two people on this card, right? See how that feminine looks stabbing it back with two swords. See the masculine walking away with three of them, causing a lot of heartache, causing a lot of despair, stabbing somebody in the back, gathering up a group of people, trying to ruin somebody's reputation, telling people that you're always offering because this to me, right? Look, the 11. See the one in the cup? Trying to pull a wool over somebody's eyes about who you truly are in the community. Okay, so the outcome. Yeah. So I feel like you have the clouds here and a child. So this could literally, and you know what, Leo? You are all about the children, the romance, speculation, play, competition, creativity. So the best, the outcome is I feel like something about June 13th could be significant. So the outcome is there's something being clouded here. You're not seeing something clearly. Don't get distracted. Somebody could be trying to distract you, cause a lot of problems with you. Somebody who's being very immature, somebody who maybe is in competition with you when it comes to love. Somebody could be very curious, especially with the two fishies on here. Somebody could be very curious. Somebody, be aware of somebody trying to take somebody's identity as well. I feel like somebody's trying to catch you outside, whether this is you or another person. So let's cloud and child for the outcome for Leah's love story. Yep, you're being asked to move on. Move on from this cloudiness that is distracting you. Move on into a calmer emotional state. Allow that inner child to come out and play. Trust the process. Stand in your power, right? Because you know what? The solar plexus is around the belly button, okay? The solar plexus talks about standing in your power, not seeking. Don't allow overanalyzing a situation to cloud your judgment. It's time to move on from that. It's time to move on from anything that is distracting. It is time to allow your inner child out to come out and play. Because why? Because you're definitely going through a transformation when it comes to love. And that's what this dark night of the soul is all about. Going through that dark night of the soul challenges us to face our shadows. The shadows when it comes to love, the shadows when it comes to fear, what you're afraid of, right? So that you can rebalance yourself, because once you recalibrate your masculine and feminine energy, you're going to open up your heart and you're going to draw in somebody that you are meant to cross paths with. I feel like they're already on their way, right? I feel like they're already on your way, but there's still some challenges when it comes to having a little bit of fun, right? That is what I feel. Yes, you're at a crossroads here. The sun is illuminating. You may have to make a choice. And it may very well be a hard choice when it comes to love. Okay. When it comes to a relationship, you're going to have to cut somebody out of your life, is what I'm seeing here. All right. So let me see, what are some signs that you're showing Leo in their love story? What are some signs? Yeah, that this relationship is indestructible. Why? Because it is meant to be. It is, there's a purpose behind you and this person coming together. So yes, there is some memories, right? Somebody is heavily thinking about you. They're very obsessed, right? They want to come in and apologize, or they want to come in and, you know, work towards a better future with you. They're definitely feeling the pressure in their heart. See, the key, there is a spiritual, there is a solution here that is coming, right? The key is to that you two have a soul contract together. And there is a lot of wisdom coming in. That's why somebody is thinking about something, right? They're all in their head about something. Somebody knows that this relationship is indestructible, even though there was outside sneaky snake people who were really trying to keep you two apart, right? 222. Partnerships and balance. Pay attention to new people entering your life. Take the time to balance your energy on the ones that are existing in your life. So that makes perfect sense with the solution card. The solution is to pay attention. Pay attention to the people who are around you. Pay attention to your intuition, because you may have somebody who's coming in who's very mature, trying to distract you on purpose. All right. Yeah. Do chapter development. Somebody may feel they have unfinished business. That might be why they're coming in to try to distract you. But there is a new chapter opening up for you. We did have the journal coming through here, a book, right? So yeah, this person who wants to come in and distract you just may want to be in your clam or have your wand, or depending on who I'm talking to here. All right. So let's go ahead and get some letters because I keep forgetting to pull. Oh, great. I keep forgetting to pull them. I just feel like since I started this reading, everything has been a mess. Like I got distracted, didn't get all the cards out, and all these things fell. So somebody could be pulling on your energy. We have an S and a T coming through here, Leo. An S and a T. Alrighty. So we have somebody who's stable but stingy. We have a shin, like a Tion. The answer is yes. This person could be a Scorpio. We have an O. See, Stotion. I don't know how well you can see that. We have a W. X. K. I. F. So the answer is yes. You do have a choice to make. Your person could be a Scorpio. This person could be very stable but very stingy, like a tightwad energy, right? I'm looking to see if I can make any words out. Fix, F-I-X, fix a situation. That's what I'm getting. F-I-X, fix something. Fix something in your heart space. The solution is pay attention. Okay? So let's see what the crows are warning you about. I remember to pull them. Usually I forget and then I pull them after the video. So what are the crows warning Leo about? What are the crows warning Leo about? Yep. A new adventure is about to begin. There is a purpose. Everything has a purpose, right? That is a lesson that you're learning. Everything has a purpose. Every person, place, and situation has a purpose. And somebody was doing something on purpose, trying to keep you imprisoned, right? But you also have a purpose with another person. So the crows are telling you a new adventure begins where two people are going to be on the same page, right? There's a key unlocking this spiritual contract. Yeah. So give yourself some space. Yeah. And what do you see? Trust what you see. Pay attention. Somebody literally could be using a crystal ball watching you as well. All right. Because we did get the High Priestess coming through here. Be thankful. Be thankful for what has broken you, right? Because you're going through that dark night of the soul. What has broke you, that's a dark night. So going through that dark night of the soul, finding all the missing pieces of what has broke you in relationships that has blocked you. And you need to be thankful for that, because if you wasn't broken, you wouldn't be able to shine your light. So you're definitely escaping something. So you're being asked to relax because you're protected by angels, or somebody is protected by angels. So close the door and don't open it to sneaky snakes, because you may have a karmic soulmate out there. Everything has beauty, but not everybody can see it, right? So somebody could be envious of you, envious of how you look. Why? Because somebody is in their feminine energy. When you're in your feminine energy, you're single, you're sexy, and you're successful. You're beautiful. You glow, right? You have this natural glow about you. You naturally know how to attract things to you, right? Especially when you're grounded. You are a healer, right? And you had somebody out here who did not want somebody else to see your beauty, right? So sit down, journal, organize your thoughts, organize your emotions, call in your ancestors. I feel like your ancestors are around you, your angels are around you. And yeah, the future is unwritten because people have free will, right? And understand that you're right where you need to be in this relationship. There's a purpose to where you are at right now. All right. That is what I see for you, Leo. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Make sure you give me a Fonzie, and I will see you soon.